First thing I do when things go wrong is blame myself. That way nobody else is responsible for what's not going right or wrong in my life. But if everything going right, then I'm going to give God the glory, but that still means I got to get better. So I'm always willing to kill the version of me that's present so I can get to the version of me that's in the future. Because the future version is counting on me to get it right. The future version is counting on me to make the adjustment. The future version of me is counting on my IPO. It's the version of me that comes to the world. My initial public offering. It's the version of me that went through everything that's still here, but the world don't get to see it until I bring it out. But by the time I bring it out, now we get to bless more people. Now the world gets to see the value. But it's a whole bunch of seed rounds going on, so I'm building myself up. So he was like, dang, Trap, like, man, it's good. Like, explain it. I said, yeah, like, I know the money is there. So what version of me do I have to kill to go get the money? If I've never been in this situation before, man, watch this, y'all, because this support that you're going to have to look in the mirror and say, if I've never lost 1.5 million before, then the person who I am can't go get that back. That's probably over your head. Okay, let me say it again. If I've never lost 1.5 million before and got it back, then the version of me that lost it ain't the version of me that can go get it back. I got to give birth to something else, but in order to give birth to something, you got to kill something. So I had to kill that version and say, now we rebuild, now we do something different, now we go in the chamber, now we evolve, we keep looking in the mirror, we keep stripping it down, because the remnants of who you are going to keep showing up, because the old default system is there. So he said, Trap, how do you get rid of the default system? I said, when shit get real, the version of you that you keep falling back to, that's the thing you got to kill. When it get real, like you like, yeah, bro, I'm fasting, I'm doing good. Boom, break up. Now you, man, I'm smoking weed again. Oh, you gotta kill that version. You're doing good, you're doing your thing, and then you, man, this went wrong. Now I'm binge eating, or I'm back drinking, and I'm back. That's the version you gotta kill. So you always doing, you in the good version, you doing good until things get real, until you get met with that adversity. The default version of you, the version of you that won't stay in the bed a little longer, the version of you that won't smoke the weed a little more, the version of you that won't drink more alcohol, the version of you that's addicted to whatever you addicted to, that's the version you gotta kill. That's when the IPO comes out, because you gotta kill that. So I say, bro, I just keep killing myself. Every day I kill myself. Every day I found, like, damn, bro, I really could have did that better. And it ain't that I'm going to get it right all the time. That's the crazy part. Like, I make so many mistakes along the way, but I'm like, bro, you made that mistake. All right, cool. We got to kill that version of us so we don't keep doing the same thing again. Because I know the goal is to go get 100 million, and I know the version of me right now, I ain't never did it before. So that means every day I got to kill that default version of me that keeps showing up. So that means I got to manually go in the system, override that version of Trap so I can go get the 100 million. So I can go do the thing I ain't never done before. Because the present version of you can't do what the future got for you. So you got to kill this version of you so you can go get that. But a lot of us, we don't want to kill that because we want comfort and the calling all together. Yep. We want to be comfortable and we want the massive success. We want comfort and we want the relationship that thrives. We want comfort and we want to be able to say, I'm living the life of my dreams, when realistically that don't go together. Realistically, that don't go together. So, in order to go from mediocrity to mastery, you got to be willing to murder. In order to go from mediocrity to mastery, you got to be willing to murder. Murder the old version of you. Murder the old beliefs you had. Murder the old activities you used to be with. Murder the old conversations you used to have. Murder the old thinking you used to have. Murder the old dialogue you used to have. Murder the old stuff you used to watch. Murder the old people you used to hang with in a spirit perspective. You got to murder in order to get to mastery, and you ain't willing to do that. So you settle for mediocrity. You fight for mediocrity. You struggle for mediocrity. You keep clawing for mediocrity. You keep calling for mediocrity. You keep being intimate with mediocrity because you don't want to murder it. It feels too good. It's uncomfortable. So you ain't going to never IPO. You're going to always be a private company. You ain't going to never be able to get where you got to go. You ain't never get mass movement. Your family will never be able to change. I want to ask you a question, man. Which part of the dash on your tombstone was the disruptive part? When you gone, when it's over with, will they just say, man, he was a hard worker, she was a hard worker, they were loving her, will be like, yo, they changed everything. One of my biggest dreams, one of my biggest goals, one of my biggest life accomplishments is when I'm dead and gone, there's a picture of me and my family be like, yup, he changed it. We still talking about Sam Walton. We still talking about the Rockefeller. We still talking about Walt Disney. We still talking about the Mars family. Like, I want to be able to say, oh, he changed it. Generationally, he IPO'd. He was the IPO for us. We was a private company, and we had a $10 billion market cap. He took us from poverty to prosperity, and he laid the blueprint. We can't mess this up. He protected it. So when you gone, like, are you the asset of the liability? Are you the person that changed the family, or you kept it where it was? Or did you make it worse? What you here for? What you doing?
Hey, look at you.